The person has to already have an anger problem. It can't be caused by your stupid ass. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. That's a good one. Yeah.
Now, if she was in there throwing beans around and shit and acting crazy, then it's like, all right, we got to do something about this. And even then, don't even like frustrate her more.
Right.
Get her some therapy or some shit. But you don't sit up here and piss somebody off and then talk about, man, you got an anger problem. Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts. This is from Lewis Proctor. I can't show you the email, but Lewis, very short, very sweet. He asked here, doesn't even ask. It's not a question mark anywhere to be seen here. He requests. He says, I feel like I need the double toasted take on the Beans Dad situation. I take it no one in here has heard of Beans Dad.
No. Until you mention it.
Until I mention it.
Is Beans the character from Even Stevens?
That's what I was thinking of. While he's bad, let me ask you this. Do y'all know a podcaster by the name of John Roderick?
Nope.
Nobody knows him?
No.
Well, you will now, because he is the villain. He is the first big villain of 2021. Oh, no. Now, we had some overlap. You know, Soho Karen was losing her goddamn mind out there, but she caught on the tail end of 2020. Nah, this one's fresh right here. This is the new villain meme internet bad guy out there who made his 9-year-old daughter open a can of beans for 6 hours.
What? With her teeth?
No, apparently she didn't know how to. Let me go to the story over here. Apparently she didn't know how to use a can opener. Now, I barely got into this, so you got to excuse me if I got some of this wrong because this sounds crazy as f. All right?
It sounds like the cat's going, you want me to do it?
Homeless guy outside with a knife. But he's a whole hobo with a hammer.
Yeah, I know.
I got you. Make it to me, little girlie. But this sounds crazy. Bean Dad makes his 9-year-old daughter struggle to open a can of beans for 6 hours. Infuriates Twitter. He's a self-absorbed asshat. So what I think happened, I'll read this, but let me just give you my impression of what I heard, because this sounds crazy. I'll see if I'm right. So I believe the daughter came up and said, Daddy, can you open these cans of beans for me? And I think told her to do it himself, and then she didn't know how, and he said, well, figure it out. Get an instruction manual. This will be a good life lesson for you. And that chick struggled with that shit for 6 hours while he went over there and worked on the puzzle. So, by the way, spoiler alert, never got her beans. Like she said, fuck this. God damn it, I'll go to bed hungry. So let me see if I got this correct, because I had to read this quickly. I think what happened here, she threw that shit against the wall. It actually opened. Of
course.
No!
And how old was the girl?
9.
9, okay.
9 years old,
Okay.
driving her ass crazy. Let me see if I got this right now. It's a great start to 2021. Twitter brutally took to ask a father, now doubled, hashtag Bean Dad. I'm sorry, dubbed hashtag Bean Dad, whose intended quote-unquote teaching moment for his 9-year-old daughter turned into the hungry girl spending 6 hours trying to operate a can opener to get inside a can of baked beans. The phrases hashtag Bean Dad along with she's 9 and 6 hours all trended on Sunday as people mocked and criticized the dad, musician and podcaster John Roderick. As we said, that's him right there. Be funny if I found a picture of me eating beans.
I lean into it now.
Yeah.
Do it.
I got my beans.
I know how to work one of these. Can you?
My daughter will never survive in the real world. So, girls going hungry trying to open up a can of beans. At a certain point, like when you say fuck it, and just go get some cereal.
Yeah, exactly. Just throw the can at his head or something.
I just come up to dad and be like, Dad, huh? Bam!
Be a new meme.
Shit is over.
Honestly, I appreciate the kid went so long with trying to do that. She was fucking dedicated the entire time.
Kid-
Unless he was yelling at her like, get back over there.
We don't know the context. It's true.
Yeah, that's true. Unless he had made her ass.
Or she's crazy.
Or a little bit of all the above.
Yeah, could be.
Or he wouldn't let her eat anything else. Like, it'd be funny with stuff they eating dinner and like, no, you wanted them beans.
You guys still work on that.
Shit, you don't get none. No, you don't get none of this. Someday, Bean Dad is going to need her help with technology or end of life care.
Yeah.
She will have her revenge. You know what? That is so true. That is true. Listen, 20 years from now, this old mother gonna be needing her to operate the hologram machine or how to cut on the 3D printer to print his food.
Oh, man.
Why that dude's gonna be trying to print for 6 hours going hungry, and she gonna be back there laughing at his ass.
Oh man, I think it'll be even more simple than that. It's like I can't open my pills. I can't. It's like no worry, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
You can do it. Remember the beans?
Arthritis. Yeah, no. It's like with the can opener. Just figure it out. Figure it out, Dad.
Yeah. You know what I would do? I wait for this dude to be in his 80s and needing all his medications, and I'd glue the caps on those motherfuckers. Nah, figure it out, man.
Or just pour them all in one pile and go,
Damn.
well, sift them through. Sift through there and figure it out.
Here's a puzzle.
Yeah,
Work it out.
Yeah, you like puzzles so goddamn much. Figure it out.
You better quit fucking around. Now, I don't know what the whole story is because to me, let me see.
Yeah, we
here.
should hear the whole story. Maybe she was talking shit.
Because, she probably was.
I don't need you. I can do this my goddamn self.
Oh, you old ass. You can't even open a can of beans. All right, you do it. She looking like the Joker. Let me see here, man.
Yeah, let's read this before we find out she's on the spectrum and we've made all these jokes.
Yeah. He said here that the girl ended up eventually breaking off into tears.
Of course, she's frustrated.
She said, I said, the little device is designed to do one thing, open cans. Study the parts, study the can, figure out what the can opener inventor was thinking when they tried. Oh,
Come on.
and his beans, shit.
Figure out what he was thinking. Jesus.
It's a fucking can opener. I'm not going to sit
Yeah.
up here and try to outsmart the can opener. I ain't trying to get to the roots of a can opener. You know what you could do? How about this? How about you just show her how to open up the beans?
Right.
That's a
Or
sensible thing.
At least start it.
And let everybody go along that day. God damn, boy, you know.
Nah, it's pandemic. You got nothing else to do.
My dad used to fuck with me all the time, but not for 6 hours. My dad barely had patience for 6 minutes. I remember my dad tried to teach me how to tie a tie. He even looked at me and my dad got mad. Oh, one thing I say about my dad would fuck with me, but it won't go on for, makes me feel a whole lot better. I tried to teach my dad, I tried to have my dad teach me how to tie a tie. Remember going to church. And he would tie my tie every Sunday. And I said, and I gotta ask him. I said, just teach me how to tie the tie. And one day he just said, all right. And he tried to do it on me. And then he's like, take it off, shit, give it to me. And he tried to do it on himself. And we got to about the 3-minute mark, and he looked at me like, well, just go to church without a tie. Go shirtless for all I care. I don't give a damn.
He got all flustered.
He got mad. Go with no shirt on. I don't give a damn what you do. And I was like,
That's amazing.
I was like, what the hell is wrong with you, man? I went up to my neighbor's house. God bless him. This man just died.
Wow.
This man just died like a couple of weeks ago. My neighbor, Mr. King. But I went over to Mr. King's house. Mr. King said, you know how to tie a tie? And I said, no. I said, my dad's over there losing his goddamn mind. I said, can you please teach me how to tie this tie? Because he's going to get mad if I don't have a tie on in church. And he said, yeah, you do this, loop it around like this, and you do this. We cool? And I was like, that's it? I was like, what? Show how to open beans. It's beans, man.
Yeah, and it's a can opener. It's not like, well, once you figure out how a can opener works, the universe will open up to you.
Yeah.
No.
It ain't like popping open the hood of a car and telling them how to figure the shit out so you won't have to pay for a mechanic later. It's goddamn beans and a can opener. Motherfucker, teach me how to open this shit so we can all go about our day.
Well, what happened with it was he thought, I could turn this into a viral moment. I could turn this into a thing for my audience that they'll eat it up and love it, and it just backfired on him. It didn't become about teaching his daughter. That's the last thing on his mind at the end of the day. It was just, no, I'm going to make sure this goes viral, and it sells me and my brand. That's what it was.
Yeah. So it says here.
Selfish.
Yeah. She was next to me grunting and groaning and trying to get the thing. I should say the spatial orientation, process visualization. You are way too smart for your own good. Mm-hmm. So congratulations, bitch. You know how to open a can opener. Good for you. Now show your daughter. Mm-hmm. This shit isn't. Act like
it's not rocket surgery.
You act like this, like she's actually building a fucking rocket or something. Mm-hmm. It's a fucking thing to open up a can. And I know you. And right now, whose words for me to be like, well, shit, then why couldn't she open anything? See,
if it's so simple, how come she didn't
do it? Wisdom. God damn you! I don't have an answer for that. Except she's 9 years old, man. Come on. Yeah, people. This is. Yeah, you know. It's not like she's trying to fucking operate the Tesseract from Marvel and shit, you know.
But it's like Chris said, like, why are you? Feel you got to show the world how dumb your daughter is. It's all about him.
Yeah, it really is. No, that's exactly what it's all about.
Just blew up in his face.
The spatial orientation process, visualization, and order of operation are not things she intuits. I knew this would be a challenge, but it was a rainy weekend. So he says, you know what? I got bored. I'm going to mentally fucking abuse my
Not mess with my kid. That's exactly what it was.
And now I'm just going by the way you wrote this. Maybe this is not as bad. He's probably, maybe building it up for dramatic purposes. I don't know. But the way you put it out there, it don't sound right.
No.
Only the story didn't stop there. Roderick went on explaining in depth the daughter's continuing struggle, including the fact that the can was largely dented and sharpened, and that neither of them much like baked beans anyway.
That's the thing that could be dangerous.
Yeah.
If the can is sharpened, she can cut
and the can,
herself.
yeah, exactly. I've cut my hands on that. Let's see here. He even said, now I'm reading the way it says, told her that they wouldn't be eating anything until they managed to get the can open. Equating it to an apocalypse scenario in the book, The Road, where such a skill would be necessary for survival. Is going on with you, man?
Okay, now it turned dark.
It's like he lost perspective.
Yeah. I told y'all I was kind of joking, but I said I bet they sat up here and didn't let her eat anything until they got those beans open.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at the story until that point. I was just annoyed. I was like, that was a really stupid thing to do. But that's different. Yeah, that's cruel.
And she
that's
said,
cruel.
Eventually, she collapsed in a frustrated heap. She said, "I hate you." I'm sure she believes that she does. No, she knows what she's saying. Hate is a strong word, but she knows what she's saying. And she probably hates beans too now. Yeah. Every time they put that shit
it's okay.
Every time they put beans on her plate, she probably gets PTSD looking at that shit.
Her future therapist will work this out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shit, that shit can't go to a barbecue joint or a Mexican food restaurant again without her just breaking down. No. Yeah.
Frijoles? What's that? It's beans, señorita. No! Get off!
Let's see here. I compared the can opener to other tools. By now, we're working on anger management and don't pull that.
Yeah.
Do not try to pull that shit around when you teaching her patience and anger management. What you doing is being a fucking idiot, sitting up here trying to get her to open some beans. When you know what? Again, I don't know what the fuck you think you were doing, but if it's that big a deal, I tell you what's worse than what's easier than a manual. What's easier than a manual, and what is even much better is, how about this? Instead of frustrating the girl and have her on the ground getting mentally wrecked over a fucking can of beans, how about you have a nice father and daughter moment where you teach her how to open it and you go step by step.
Nah.
And that ain't funny.
That's like parenting and stuff, though. I don't like that.
That ain't trending.
Right? Yeah, my audience would be bored by that.
Yeah, like I said, man, I see what you're saying, where you want to give her, certain skills such as patience and anger management. But here's the thing with anger management. the person has to already have an anger problem. It can't be caused by your stupid ass. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. That's a good one. Yeah.
Now, if she was in there throwing beans around and shit and acting crazy, then it's like, all right, we got to do something about this. And even then, don't even like frustrate her more.
Right.
Get her some therapy or some shit. But you don't sit up here and piss somebody off and then talk about, man, you got an anger problem. Man, fuck you. You got a problem. Bitch. And that's it. Look, if you looking at her like that, that'll make somebody even angry.
It's a very punchable face all of a sudden.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. If you walk out the house and somebody clocks you over your fucking head with a can of beans, you had that shit coming. Yeah. And you know what I'll say if I hear about that? I'll say, Jesus, man, calm down.
Right.
Control your anger.
You gotta do something about this anger.
Fuck, man, you hit me with a can of beans. Hey, cool it, man. Hey. Hey, try to figure out this tool for about 6 hours and calm the fuck down, man. You fucking idiot. Let's put you in a room with some shit you can't understand. Look, I ain't gonna go as far as some people because I don't know the extent of this, as far as being there. I don't want to be doing child abuse and all that kind of shit, but you are fucking with her mind in really weird ways.
Yeah.
I don't know how you think that that's cool, but that's not.
For entertainment purposes, which is really gross.
Yeah. Shit, you like fucking opening beans so much and you so smart, people should make you eat beans for the next fucking 6 weeks. A week for every hour that you put that girl through.
Right, especially something that he admits that they both don't even care for that much.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm just saying that this is, again, you put it out there, you described it, and those details are kind of, those details are dark.
Right.
Yeah, especially the last one. Denying food. Like, that's when Child Protective Services get involved. Remember that one couple that abused their kids? Remember that?
Yeah.
Those kids were taken away. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Let me tell you something, man. Since you're so fucking smart, there's an expression out there. You never know who will be wiping your ass one day. And you don't know, man. You might be depending on that girl. She might let you sit up there for 6 hours with shit all in your ass crack. Remembering that day.
Just figure it out, Dad.
Yeah.
We ain't leaving until you figure it out.
Jesus, it's toilet paper, Dad. It's a fucking diaper. Figure it out. Yeah, man. I don't know. Looking. Now this picture's making me mad.
Got that smarmy look.
Man, it's assault, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm just saying, if I heard about somebody coming up to him and just dousing his ass with beans, I'm not telling you to do it, but
you'd laugh.
I'd laugh my ass off at it. I'd laugh my ass off, and I ain't saying do it, but I said you had it coming.
But they could just rig a bucket above his front door.